I'd like to thank everybody for coming this afternoon to honor Joshua. I'm Susan Widmer, Joshua's mother. Joshua was my firstborn child. He came into this world in 1972, and he had a rough start as an infant and had to undergo surgery at the age of 6 weeks. But even then, he was a determined person. Those of you that knew Joshua saw that determination. Joshua was a big man in every sense of the word. He had a big, compassionate heart. He always had a big smile on his face and a big hug for anyone. He had big dreams for his future with his wife and his son, Gina and Matthew. As a young child, he would spend hours lying on the floor studying maps of the United States and taking his little finger and tracing the roads and the highways that he would later come to know so well. Even as a child, he knew what he wanted to do when he grew up. One day, years later, he pulled up in front of my house with his first big rig, and my heart was filled with pride and respect. I was in awe of this man that could drive such a huge vehicle. I know that he was proud of what he did for a living and his employment with J.C. Evans. I know that whenever I'm out and about on the road and I see a J.C. Evans truck, my heart will once again feel a great loss. Joshua was a giver. He gave goodness and laughter to everyone he met. He worked long, hard hours to provide for his family, but still found the time to go the extra mile for anyone in need. He gave his time and his love to his family without complaint. Joshua was a lover of family and friends, a lover of music, animals, and most of all his wife, Gina, and son, Matthew, and the rest of his extended family. Music became a passion of Joshua's. He especially liked 70s and 80s music, and I spent my teen years in the 60s and 70s. And he came up to me one afternoon, and he said, this is when he was a teenager, and he said, "Hey Ma, have you ever heard of Pink Floyd?" And I laughed. Yeah, Joshua heard of Pink Floyd. He loved the Eagles, he loved country music, he loved Pink Floyd, Clapton. He loved it all. Joshua loved music. He also had a passion for swimming. You mentioned the cannonballs in the pool. He was on a swim team when he was a teenager and made it to the finals at UT. And lately he's been teaching his son all of the swim strokes. Schlitterbahn. I think if Josh could have a second home, it would be Schlitterbahn. I don't know how I'll ever fill this hole in my heart that his passing has left. I can only try by remembering the happy times. Christmas, cannonballs in the pool, swimming laps in the pool, singing at the top of his lungs while we were taking Leah and Stephen to the airport after their marriage, driving to Schlitterbahn with 80s music playing on the radio. I will miss Joshua every day for the rest of my life here on this planet, but I know that someday we will see each other again in heaven. The late musician John Denver wrote some lyrics that Joshua especially liked. It was from a song called Poems, Prayers, and Promises. And part of the song reads, "And talk of poems and prayers and promises and things that we believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care, how long it's been since yesterday, and what about tomorrow, and what about our dreams and all the memories we've shared." I love you, Joshua.